We're here today talking with Regina Bennett about her book, Looking Back. Regina, thank you for taking time to join us today.
Thank you, Scott, for having me.
Let's start, just talk a little bit and tell us a little bit about your book.
Well, looking back by Regina Bennett, because there's several looking backs out there, is about looking back at your life from infancy and beyond. It was initially from infancy to 2 years old, but I opened it up to infancy to young adult. And it captures the individual memories from birth and on. Sometimes they're painful memories, and sometimes they make you happy. But through it all, there's healing and remembering. And it's an answer. This book in particular is an ancestral quest, and it brings it's like a genealogy and a memoir. It brings the family together around a shared topic where you could communicate about that topic. So,
So,
and it
yeah,
was a three. Oh, go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just going to say, what was that process like? Because you're talking about, it's shared memories. It's some of them, obviously, you're not going to be old enough to have some of those memories. So, what was the process like, inspiration like for writing this book?
Well, my inspiration was it was during COVID, and when you saw all of the people worldwide dying, and then within the family, my family, I, people were sick. And matter of fact, one person got COVID and they were in the hospital for a long time. So I said, well, I asked Jehovah to guide me, okay? And I thought about it, and the words looking back came back because it's like if everybody dies off, does anybody know about this person within the family, right? And when you read the book, you see that everybody have their own perspective on life. We lived in the same household, but everybody thinks differently and have done different things. So, in other words, instead of focusing on death, I was focusing on looking forward to living by looking back at our lives and sharing our individual experiences from our own perspective.
In your title, you say through it all, there is healing and remembering. Can you kind of explain and talk through some of that healing and some of the things that, as you're looking back, how it was helpful for you and for even your family?
Yes, because, okay, I can. For healing for me, I was basically raised, even though my mom and dad were there and were married for so many years, my dad was in the military. Okay. So he was there, but wasn't. And my mom raised us. And as growing older, he wasn't there, you know. So you learn about what goes on within the minds of the different family members. And then you learn what really happened when you talk to your dad, you talk to your mom, you talk to your siblings. And everybody is on a different path.
Mm.
But through it all, it came together like a puzzle. And at the end, my whole mindset changed for my dad. Okay. I always loved my dad, but you hear different stuff. But I had to thank him, thank him for his service at the end. And
Yeah, it just gave you a different perspective, and it sounds like it changed and made you have an even greater love and more admiration and respect for
respect.
your dad. Yeah,
Yes.
that's great. Well, as we're ending up our time together today, Regina, talking about your book, Looking Back, anything else you want to share with our audience today?
Well, what I want them to know that it is for all generations. This book, when they read it, and it incorporates them in it because it asks them a couple of questions. And if they're willing to be patient and listen to others around them, who they want to share communication with, and remember that there's going to be pain. It's going to be times you cry, laugh, but through it all, there's two keys: communication and unconditional love
Hmm.
that makes for better relationships. And the book is for, I invite them to start a quest, I call it, a journey of their own.
Well, thank you so much, Regina, for sharing. Again, it's Regina Bennett, Looking Back. Her book's available online through Barnes & Noble, through Amazon. It's available through Kindle and the Books app on iTunes. And then just recently, I think most exciting is that it's available as an audiobook through Audible. So if you like to consume your books on the go, maybe you're on the run, in the car, sitting in traffic, but you want to listen, that's a great way to consume a book. So it's available through Audible. Regina, thanks again for joining us today.
Thank you, Scott.
Have a great day.
You too.